I am beginning to believe, say, who Ayariga ni team na muti anymore no. Money Afenyo Markin, you are into some corrupt dealings. Who is your bodyguard? The government has given you a policeman to protect you, your wife, those your children and yourself. They have left their children at home. Police for the jamoma and your yiri wo fie. And I wonder what you know. More than them, the police leader bontrina or bomb ho bang to make sure that we don't allow criminals like Afenyo Markin, police for whom are conclude say, while assaulting police officer to be sitting in parliament and acting as if say, or you're somebody or credibility, integrity, or say, or tina even Bafuboni in him. Chief Justice Bafuboni in him catch and say, I want to vet you. No.
Gigim. Abusia ene Kevin Taylor assigning. And I say, well, send it warning. Ediama Afenyo Markin, plow to Yamia Duma or China. A year committee on Bettina say no more. I veti a year incoming justice, Chief Justice Yura, Bafu Bonnie. What you say now? And you know, so Rebecca Kevin Taylor. The report by FR a year Afenyo Markin one demonstration no more could save the judiciary the mono. Afenyo Markin yin sa. Or the ball, police inspector bako nenim na we na Kevin Taylor emia so ma asem no ne CID for so mo wie Kevin Taylor chiremu a bako kan be ka speaker making sure say Afenyo Markin enka committee no ombe vet justice boni na ho sentesa ha na nsema Kevin Taylor aswade abusia anohye yankasa ho bibrebeko yakwa kuti sama Kevin Ekobadu Taylor editu edwanbi na what send the warning ediama Mahama Ayariga, that is majority leader ato Forson and speaker nankasa munso wachine de ediensem enana Kevin Taylor peso kan ana opeso chire yenti nse ni bi yakoba yebetwado ama
we came to talk about a year. This man called Afenyo Markin. And the issue was about this political disease, shameless disease who does not respect men in uniform in Ghana. Afenyo Markin leading the 87 piglets in parliament. Now, Meba Mekachira must say, Afenyo Markin attacked a police officer. In fact, he assaulted a police officer. This guy. And then we say, Jimmy who parliament. Hey, this guy is a criminal. Afenyo Markin, police investigations after he attacked a police officer. And Adiachi, who say the Deputy Attorney General Abba Bontine Abba confirmed say, Afenyo Markin. Omu wa Afenyo Markin docketa actually say he assaulted a police officer. Into document na me hano. Today I can tell you on authority the investigations near the police CID boss so onyeno. That woman has proven to Ghanaians and the world to say she is an exceptional CID boss. Because and the Attorney General Ghana for say it is true. They have a docket, and that docket, the Attorney General's office has received the case docket of Minority Leader Afenyo Markin's assault case, awaiting prosecutorial review and decision. No. So right now, as we speak, the police in their investigations, they concluded say Afenyo Markin assaulted a police officer. Now, this criminal Afenyo Markin, his docket is sitting on the Attorney General's office, a desk. This guy called Afenyo Markin. To me, from the investigation, the report we read, he assaulted a police officer, and every assault case makes you a criminal. So there's a criminal case hanging on the neck of Afenyo Markin, this guy. There's a criminal case, sir. Sakwawe. A signed comb. So the document, in fact, to make things easy, when you read a document, a year report now, and as a docket now, a see police for and a desk, a Attorney General desk, police for no Emma omo emphatic say Afenyo Markin wa assaulted police ni. Now, so read the second paragraph no. Or say on the 6th May 2025, number 84632, a year Corporal Forson Abel, who reported case of assault against Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin at the Tesano police station, came to the CID headquarters with an extract of occurrence and an endorsed police medical form after attending the hospital for treatment. Now, so if you are now kind a year, paragraph 3 now, and now 4 now, I want to show you something there. Okay, paragraph 4 now, this is what it says. Anytime guys Afenyo Markin is a criminal. Now, so read it, Mr. S. I'm looking for the place where the police actually said that they basically charged Afenyo Markin with assault. They charged him with assault. So, as we speak today, Afenyo Markin, who is the leader of the NPP, the minority, Mr. S, find that portion and highlight it for me. As we speak today, the Attorney General has officially come out to tell Ghana for say, yes, it is true. Documenting Kevin Taylor the chairman, it is true, said the CID boss finished her investigations on the 27th of June 2025, and that they've had this docket on their desk. And when we read the docket to you, the CID investigations concluded say Afenyo Markin has assaulted a uniformed police officer. In the end, as we speak, Afenyo Markin is a criminal. He assaulted a police officer. His case or his charge is sitting on the desk of the Attorney General. It is being prepared for court for him to be prosecuted, for him to be jailed. How can this Afenyo Markin be an honorable man? How can we sit in Ghana and allow such filthy lawbreakers? We allow such people to even stand in parliament and say that they are lawmakers, they are making laws for you. How can you just say such a person should be standing in parliament and making laws for Ghana? Abra nipa sano wabokro no wakotata police ni asum. How can anybody respect the parliament of Ghana when we have criminals like these standing in front of the Speaker of Parliament, speaking and saying they are intelligent? How can we even have such a person sit in front of the Chief Justice to vet him? How can we have somebody whose assault case, who assaulted a police officer, sit in front of Mr. Bafuboni and interview him? Are we mad? Why should Mr. Bafuboni be answering questions of somebody who assaulted a police officer, somebody who has a criminal baggage, a criminal case baggage on his back? Why should we even allow that? Why should we allow somebody who is going to become our Chief Justice to be questioned by a potential jailbird? Let's get serious as a people. And I'm talking to Mr. Alban Bagbin. As we speak today, Afenyo Markin is not different from any criminal in Ghana we are waiting to push to court to be trialed. Afenyo Markin is not bigger than any criminal in Ghana, because we know that assault is criminal. So this guy is a potential criminal who is not supposed to be sitting in front of Mr. Bafuboni to interview him. Why Bafuboni should be the CJ? It will be an indictment on Parliament for you to allow such a potential criminal like Afenyo Markin, whose docket is sitting on the desk of the Attorney General, to be vetting the Chief Justice. And I expect the majority leader to raise this issue on Monday or Tuesday and tell Ghanaians that they cannot allow somebody who has a criminal case hanging on his neck to sit in front of Bafuboni to interview Bafuboni. Are we mad? Are we mad? Why should the majority allow that? There are so many MPs in Parliament who can interview or vet Mr. Bafuboni. But we cannot sit here and pretend as if we don't know. We cannot sit here and pretend as if this criminal who is going to face trial, we cannot sit here and make it look like the system is normal and that a potential criminal to sit in front of Mr. Bafuboni to question Mr. Bafuboni on integrity. Why should we allow this to happen? And I am telling the majority leader, if he allows Afenyo Markin to sit in front of Bafuboni to question Bafuboni, then you, the majority leader, have an issue with you from tomorrow. From Monday, if you, the NDC, allow this guy who has a criminal case sitting on the desk of the Attorney General, because the CID, they have done their investigations, at the end of the day, they have come to that conclusion that this criminal assaulted a police officer. This criminal assaulted a police officer. So why should this criminal be sitting in front of the CJ and saying that, yes, I'm a criminal. This guy can assault Bafuboni. If this guy has been able to assault a police officer who was protecting him that day, then this guy can pull a gun and shoot Bafuboni, because we cannot take chances and allow potential criminals like these, people like these who attack police officers, to sit in front of the incoming Chief Justice to vet the Chief Justice. Where did our morals go? Where did our morals go? Because Sakwa way to me appoint police ni abu police ni. What shows say on to me for bibi shan ho embo Bafuboni too. This guy can murder Bafuboni because he's a danger to the society. He's a danger to every public servant. Afenyo Markin is a danger to every public servant, and Bafuboni is a long-serving public servant. We need to protect. This guy can kill Bafuboni. This guy can assault Bafuboni, and we are not supposed to take chances. So, Parliament, Alban Bagbin, you are one person who always talks about integrity. You keep talking about Parliament being a place where they need to leave a legacy for the young ones to, at the end of the day, learn from. Your integrity and your legacy is on the line of Alban Bagbin, because I don't think you, Alban Bagbin, you allow a potential criminal, somebody who assaults police officers, to interview you or vet you. So if you are what you say you are, and if you are the person you say you are principled, then Monday, we don't want to see this criminal whose matter is sitting on the desk of the Attorney General to be sitting in front of the Chief Justice to be vetting him. No. And what makes this thing so serious in NSA? What makes this case so serious in NSA? Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you for bringing this in. What makes this matter so serious in NSA? The police established to say he assaulted the police officer. And the funny thing is, when he went to the police, now police medical reports, medical reports say Uncle hospital number. No, he did not even respect the police to even return. Such an idiot. And this guy is standing in Parliament saying that we have to listen to him and make laws. He is going to make laws for us. This guy is a vagabond. This guy is a Bangladesh. This guy is a Bangladesh. He is not somebody we are supposed to entertain. He can go after the CJ. Now, when you read the report, when you read the third paragraph, this is what it says. On a 6th May 2025, number 86632, couple Forson Abel, who reported a case of assault against Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin at the Tesano police station, came to the CID headquarters with an extract of occurrence and an endorsed police medical form for attending the hospital for treatment. Now, maybe I'm making a red. This is what the police report says. He gave his complainant statement to the effect that he was assaulted by Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin. Witnesses, including Superintendent Mr. Isani Okanse, Sulemana Jalio Abubakar of Greater Accra Regional Police Headquarters, ASP Mr. Nicholas Mensah of Achimota District, who were on duty with Corporal Forson Abel, submitted statement to police to the effect that Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin struck Corporal Forson Abel in the face without any provocation. So ushe omwa na omo witnesses ema police ni na. Yawo an ASP. Yawo a superintendent. Yawo another ASP. Omo nyina ebeye witnesses na omo ka say it is true. Afenyo Markin hit the police officer in the face. And that is clear assault. That is clear assault. Even the police investigations, almost establishes say Afenyo Markin assaulted the police officer. There were 3 senior police officers there. Superintendents were your police for penny for ASPs were nyina bedi adanse say Afenyo Markin attacked and hit the police officer. So why should we as a people and near sorry near say this guy Afenyo Markin Monday ombra no metnas na ono enveti Mr. Bafuboni? How? Ye Jimmy. Your integrity no way hifa. This guy is a potential criminal. He has attacked the police officer. Anywhere this guy goes around the world, he needs to be seen as a vagabond. He needs to be seen as a criminal who attacks his own country police officers. If what this guy did, anka Ghana Nibia na yeah, anka nenke achinatum. But I am happy that today we all know say sa asema mebeka no ha say Afenyo Markin assaulted police here investigations by conclusion say Afenyo Markin assaulted a police officer and he needs to be charged, he needs to be jailed. And then Jimmy we my friends or your sign most think of one here mo hwehwe o madwene mu mo te wini ba ho apeteshinti mo sorry a sikafun bi odi aba mo edinti mo sorry na mo the title enkwasi title atu obi so osan no nam oni wifo no mo nam no a omo bunkofo the difference be na wom osan no nam no oni omo ye galamsey. This guy and the guy is doing galamsey. What's the difference? What is the difference between this guy and the people who are on remand right now? Police for. What is the difference between this guy and the police killer and the police attacker? This guy attacked a police officer. And we sit in Ghana and we are like, yes, this should go. No, it should not be something easy. Because if you allow this guy to sit in front of Bafuboni to question Bafuboni, then the integrity of parliament has been sunk low. We have put it in shit. I am telling you, Alban Bagbin, if under your leadership, if this is the kind of legacy you are going to leave behind before, with all due respect, you retire and maybe die, then this legacy is going to follow you till you die. Because you will be the first Speaker of Parliament who allowed somebody who attacked a public official to be sitting in front of a Chief Justice to interview that person. How did we get here? And Speaker Bagbin, your parliament is becoming weaker and weaker. It is becoming weaker every single day. Your leadership is becoming weaker and weaker. You are not showing any control. You are allowing anyone to do whatever they want to do. And that is why people like these, some of your members of parliament, are now going around attacking policemen. What message does it send? Under your leadership as the Speaker of Parliament, one of the parliamentarians has attacked the police officer and you still gave him the green light to go and vet a CJ. We are not crazy people. We are not crazy people. We are not stupid. We are not going to allow this to happen. This matter does not need any review. And the Attorney General cannot review anything and say there is no, because the witnesses came and senior of witnesses of the police. Because if the Attorney General says that I reviewed it, there's nothing to be prosecuted for us to prosecute. That means all the senior officers who were witnesses to this matter are all supposed to be sacked. If the Attorney General tomorrow comes, no, but catch a guy for say, you review docket, there's no need to go and prosecute her. Then it means every single witness, how many police officers, we need to sack them because they lied under oath. And I don't think these ASPs, superintendents will come and lie. So the fact of the case is, and say, Afenyo Markin needs to stand trial. Mameka, the seriousness of this matter, the seriousness of this matter is that any day. Any day, Afenyo Markin can go to jail. Afenyo Markin chairman won't be destiny the same. Because somebody 2028, munya party obi en lidimo. Because mumwe Jimmy, montemra se. Me say, from what we are seeing today, this criminal charge on Afenyo Markin right now, any day Afenyo Markin can go to jail. Any day. But they move for Niagara. This is the same Afenyo Markin who was behind the scenes pushing for Forson and Ayariga to be jailed. This is Afenyo Markin we have seen on camera attack a police officer. Now Forson there, you to the four on the GRA boss Cromfono. They are keeping that boy, that criminal at the GRA headquarters. We are here. We will all see it. Me, I'm not going to stop talking about it. That Edubofo boy, no, or don't about destroy you at Forson. He will destroy your political career. I'm telling you. That Edubofo criminal boy now, or customs now, Modern Question Police headquarters, no. Mrs. That Edubofo will destroy your political career. One day, you will mention my name and cry, you are Forson. You and the GRA boss, you have come together to put that Edubofo criminal at the headquarters. I have told you. You and the GRA boss came together to put that guy there. Sack him. Let him go back to Koforidua. Forson, you are not bigger than Ghana. You see the way people are going after Oforiata. You sit there and be conniving with the GRA boss and be doing nonsense. The time comes, we will help to push you into jail. You and the GRA boss, that Edubofo boy, he needs to leave the headquarters, take him back to Sunyani or Koforidua because you transferred him to Koforidua. I am not going to stop saying this. I will say it until the right thing is done. Now back to Afenyo Markin, the criminal. Right? MP before Bagbin say, Mameka been chairman MPP communicators no. And I keep telling, Alban Bagbin is one of the weakest Speaker of Parliament in Ghana. Yeah, you are showing a lot of weakness. It looks like, say, father, oh, father. Father, oh, father. You get too excited. You forget your core job. And that is what Afenyo Markin and the MPP, they have been playing on you for a long time. And you have been falling for it. Because fans here would deter Jumano. Alban Bagbin, fans here would de. So your parliament is becoming weak. You are very selective when it comes to applying the law in parliament. NDC parliamentarian Yasamubaye, in the 24 hours, this is what you said, Alban Bagbin, this is what you said in parliament.
The report of attacks on a team from the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, a task force which we all know has been established to combat illegal mining activities in the country, is most worrying. Also worrying is the fact that the attack was allegedly incited by one of our own, the Member of Parliament for Asitifi North constituency, Honorable Ebenezer Kwekuado, who further ropes in a senior member of this House, Honorable Collins Dauda. While I'm yet to be fully briefed on the matter, I want to take this opportunity to condemn in no uncertain terms the attack on the team of security officers who have been assigned to help deal with the menace of Galamsey, which has to be dealt with robustly. I have therefore instructed the Office of the Clerk and the Legal Services Office to provide all the needed support to the investigation by the Ghana Police Service within the framework of the 1992 Constitution, the laws of this country, and the standing orders of the House.
This is Alban Bagbin time yabeka chere no parliament say oh one from him na say NDC MP bia ko pie location bia attacks bi esiwo between the community and neighbors. Utie Alban Bagbin kasana or say while I am yet to be fully briefed, time na Alban Bagbin master instruction say parliamentarian no yamfanema police na police in Indino, he wasn't fully briefed. You see, and this matter na Alban Bagbin abetna ho readino na sa MP esutifi not MP osade no sama no as we speak today na obia for allegation bi anto ne so a omude evidence aba say ya investigations ehun say wabokro no anase wa attack obi anase action no waye. Alban Bagbin read a statement no or say he was waiting to be briefed. He is yet to be briefed. He was yet to be briefed. And so on my instructions say the legal counselor parliament they should activate the process to hand over the MP to the police. You are an MDC for the Speaker of Parliament and without any title. I am telling you, we all fought on TV. Editorials. With Speaker of Parliament and today you get a position and it's all about pleasing some fools in the other side, those fools who disrespected you at a point. Obi to say Parliament can say these MPP piglets, no matter what you do, you cannot please them because they see you one as a Northerner and they will never respect a Northerner. And it's not us to Parliament can say or to so when the law comes, you need to let it apply. Now, your own party member, even though you were not fully briefed, you picked a paper and gave instructions that he should be handed over to the police. This criminal called Afenyo Markin, the police have done their investigations. They have handed over the docket to the Attorney General, and the Attorney General says, yes, a case of assault. This Afenyo Markin attacked a police officer. Anka Oku police, it's an assault. Prosecutor, why are you going to allow this criminal to go and vet a chief justice? I'm asking you a simple question, Alban. And I don't think, sir, you are in that office or you are now the Speaker of Parliament. You are now the Speaker of Parliament, so you don't care. And that you can just dip the integrity of Parliament in shit. And I don't think that's what you want to do. Because a few months ago, Tokonu and this same criminal called Afenyo Markin, they disrespected you and disrespected Parliament. It should tell you something, that these people have never respected you as a Speaker of Parliament. These MPP people have always seen you as a Northerner who does not represent anything. And they have always continuously disrespected you till now. This time, you need to prove to Ghanaians that you are not biased, you are not corrupt, you are not like the ones you are referring as corrupt people, and that you can make a change. Afenyo Markin needs to be kicked out of Parliament until these investigations, until the AG takes their decision. He's not supposed to sit in Parliament and carry himself as a minority leader in front of you. It is an indictment on you, the Speaker, for you to be addressing somebody who has assaulted a public servant like a police officer, a minority leader. It's an indictment on you. So you, Alban Bagbin, you cannot sit in Parliament and say minority leader whilst you know the guy is a criminal, whilst you know the guy has a docket sitting on the desk of the Attorney General. I don't think you would do that because say ubu and ubu Ghana mrana. I know say obekachira who say there is no way you are going to allow somebody who are Attorney General Ekase wakwa assault you be prepared for court. No, you want that person to be standing in Parliament and making laws for you. Yes. I don't expect a majority leader to also come and stand in Parliament and start singing and pretending he's the most gentleman in Ghana. And that is what you have been doing, Ayariga. You enter Parliament and you become Father Christmas. You are the only Northerner who has been to school, who can conduct himself. You are the only one who wants to go to Allah. So when people are fooling, you'll be choosing 9 sweats. You think what 9 sweats is what brought you there? People did dirty job to make you get the majority leader. The job you don't want to do. The dirty job you don't want to take your face to do. The dirty job you don't want to do. There were some young people calling themselves communicators. People put their lives on the line to do that dirty job for you to become majority leader. The things you thought you are bigger than, the things you thought you cannot do, the things you believe that it is against your tribe, it is against your religion, the dirty things you will never do, somebody's son, somebody's daughter went down there to go preach the news for you to become majority leader. So don't take this for granted. Don't come to parliament and come and do me. I am the most educated man, so I'm going to conduct myself. If you want to be seen as an educated man who conducts yourself, go and sit in front of your wife at home. Because if it were you, Ayariga, and Ejia Beka say, or assault case that the table so and can kwasia for or channel pankomo your press conference. And every time these people fool, you people coil in. I don't know whether you guys are doing corrupt things with these people. I am beginning to believe, say, who Ayariga ni utim na muti anymore no. Money Afenyo Markin, you are into some corrupt dealings. If you're not into any corrupt dealings, there are a lot of times, these people have shown you the teeth. They have shown you that they want to destroy you. Now, what was this? You are not bold enough to criticize Afenyo Markin. Because if you are Ayariga, you go to parliament and you sit with Afenyo Markin and call yourself majority and Afenyo minority leader, whilst you know, and you are a lawyer, whilst you know that this guy has assaulted a police officer and his docket is sitting on the table of the Attorney General, then you will have no respect as a majority leader. Nobody will respect you because now we know you are condoning nonsense in the name of I am a nice man. This guy is not supposed to stand in parliament and speak until the Attorney General makes his decision. How many people in our Ghana you accuse your man? Court. How many people in Ghana? And if we are going to allow this criminal, this guy who is supposed to stand before a judge on Monday, this guy who is supposed to be facing the law, to sit in front of Bagbin, to say, I want to interview Bagbin, then it means we are mad in Ghana as a nation. We are stupid people. Why should we allow a potential criminal to be sitting in front of Bagbin to say, I am going to vet you? We all now have the facts. The Attorney General says that it is true. They can tell us that their office has received the case docket of minority leader Afenyo Markin assault case. Assault case docket. You, Alban Bagbin, you sat in parliament. They insulted Senator Rawlings that her father is a murderer. You sat there. You didn't do anything. You were happy. Alban Bagbin, you sat in parliament. These MPP piglets, they told the founder of the party that made you who you are today. You, Alban Bagbin. These same MPP people, they sat in parliament and told the daughter of the founder of the party that made you who you are. Without NDC, you were nobody. They told her in the face that she is a daughter of a murderer. Till date, you have covered it up. The hypocrisy in your eyes. The hypocrisy you live with. The kind of hypocrisy you are carrying around and pretending that you have integrity. It is despicable. The last time I heard you speaking, oh, that case has not ended. We are looking into it. You are lying. Those people who said that Senator Rawlings is the daughter of a murderer, those people, you know them. You, Alban Bagbin, you know them. You are in parliament and condoning all these kind of things. And you expect Ghanaians to worship you as a man with integrity. Today, you are faced with a clear case of assault. A clear case of assault. Afenyo Markin has assaulted a police officer. Alban, This guy has assaulted a police officer. The police have done all their investigations and they have come to that conclusion that he assaulted. Senior police officers were witnesses to the young police officer. Superintendents and then ASPs were all there and they said it was true. Now this case is on the desk of the Attorney General. How can you at Alban Bagbin, how can you sit there and say this cockroach should go and sit in front of Bafuboni and interview Bafuboni? The majority on Monday should stop this guy from sitting in front of Bafuboni to interview him until he's cleared by the Attorney General, until he goes to court and get clearance that he did not assault the police officer, because we cannot allow criminals to be vetting Chief Justice. This is a criminal offense, and it makes Afenyo Markin a criminal per the documents we are seeing. And in China, make catch MPP4. I make a bibi nchiremo. Won't cry mystery. MPP4. 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 But I make a bibi nchiremo. Afenyo Markin, he can go to jail. He can go to jail any day. I never say because I'm chimbi a bim. But I know they be amogen say I am joking. Hey, Alban Bagbin, you cannot protect Afenyo Markin. The MPP in Parliament, they don't respect you, and I don't know the kind of poison you and them have eaten. That is what is making you not to be able to address them in their face. Because if you are a man with integrity that I know, the integrity that you have been preaching, then you will be bold to release a statement even tonight that you don't expect from the statement of the Attorney General, you don't expect Afenyo Markin to be sitting in front of the Chief Justice to vet him. You see why I say you don't have the power to control the minority. This was when the vacant seat issue came. See the way Afenyo Markin disrespected you. You have no power. They have made you some puppet in Parliament, and this minority, they are chopping your ass. They are chopping your ass, and you are sitting there, speaker, oh speaker, father, oh father, and they are disgracing Parliament, running Parliament down. This is you and Afenyo Markin.
I never stated it was thrown by you at any person.
Mr. Speaker, you said I allegedly said some bailiffs. Allegedly. No. Mr. Speaker, then clarify.
Please.
Mr. Speaker,
listen to me.
Mr. Speaker, listen.
Honorable Majority Leader, I don't want to proceed to make some orders. Please, resume your seat. I'm very serious about that.
Mr. Speaker,
please, resume your seat. Honorable member, your
coming events cast their shadows. We have Parliament now, in there with the executive.
Alban Bagbin, Afenyo Markin stood in front of you and bullshit you. You are sitting there carrying yourself around. You are a man of integrity. You have power. You have nothing. How do you want people like us to take you serious? This fool, you told him to resume his seat. He told you fuck off and he walked out of Parliament. Afenyo Markin. Mr. Alban Bagbin, we fought to get you where you are. We, young people like us that people are saying we insult. Afenyo Markin stood in front of you and said, fuck off, and he walked out of Parliament. You instructed him and commanded him to take his seat. He said, you are nobody. what will make such a criminal tell you that and walk off for you to be quiet? Then it means he's holding your balls. You might have done something illegal that you are scared to take action against the NPP. Is this not despicable enough? When your wife watches this, don't you feel less of a man at home? Mr. Bagbin, so you initial video where don't you feel less of a man at home? You feel less of a man because a young boy like this stands in front of you and you are in Ghana telling yourself you are number 3, you are number 4, you are number 3. This boy, you instruct him to take his seat. He tells you fuck off and walks away. Today, he's going to get away with murder again. Are you going to allow this boy to get away with murder? Where is your integrity and that integrity that we were waiting for to see? Where is it? You talk too much. You don't take any action. You are quick to react to the NDC because it is easy. But when it comes to the MPP, I don't know. Maybe you are in bed with them doing some illegality. That is why maybe you are not able to take action against the NPP. I don't have evidence to it. If I have evidence to it, I'll tell people. But your actions are very questionable. Your actions in that seat, the people who fought down there, the NDC MPs who put their lives on the line, their seats on the line to get you up there, even the person who formed that party to give you that opportunity, you could not defend that person. What integrity do you have? Are you going to dip the integrity more in shit? It's about time you rescue yourself. It's about time you prove to people like us, because it is getting out of hand. Are you going to allow this criminal to stand in front of you in parliament? And I know you know what parliament represents. You have all the history of parliament. You know all the integrity that surrounds parliament. Are you going to be the person who will destroy parliament? Because it's looking like if you allow this criminal to stand in parliament now to talk as a minority leader, then you are the person, you will be the last speaker of parliament. You will be the last speaker of parliament we will recognize in this country. So it's about you, the integrity and the patriotism you have been showing and saying, I am patriotic. Now, you know the seriousness of this. Parliamentary Privileges Committee needs to sit now. If the Attorney General is saying that there is a docket, an assault docket on their desk, then the Privileges Committee in Parliament, they need to sit now. Because that is why we have the Privileges Committee. Why do we have a member of Parliament who has assaulted a police officer and still carrying himself as a minority leader? We need the Privileges Committee to sit now and look into this matter. It's a must. The Privileges Committee, they need to call a meeting now, because we cannot have a potential criminal carrying himself in Parliament as a member of Parliament when the Attorney General has a docket, a criminal docket on him. Who is in charge of the Privileges Committee? I want to see everybody's integrity in Parliament now. Are you the NDC going to protect this criminal again? Is that why we brought you to power? Is that the reason why we brought you people to Parliament? To protect a criminal like Afenyo Markin? We want the Privileges Committee to sit. We want the Privileges Committee to meet. Emergency. They need to raise the issue of misconduct against this guy. Because all of you have a policeman protecting you. Every member of Parliament has a policeman protecting him or her. And we believe that you respect the policemen. Unless you people don't respect the policemen who are following you around. Because you people, even when you are taking a shit and you call the police officers, they leave their families and come to you. They come and protect your lives. Now, one of them, they have attacked them. Afenyo Markin has brutalized one of the police officers. Now, are you people going to look into the police officers who are protecting you and your families and say you don't care? Then you are equally as guilty as Afenyo Markin. So the Privileges Committee needs to sit now. Now, this goes to the MPP as a political party. This goes to the MPP as a political party. Now we are asking the MPP. We are expecting you people to issue a formal statement. This Afenyo Markin is a member of the NPP. And if you MPP are telling us that we a party mudi imraso, you respect the laws of this country and you respect the Ghana Police Service and the personnel. The NPP as a political party needs to release a statement. That statement, it should caution or reprimand Afenyo Markin. Mahamudu Bawumia, Kennedy Japan, Brian Champon, Kobene Japan, and Kentry. We want to see the integrity you 5 dogs have in Ghana politics. We want you, the candidate who want to lead the party, to boldly come out and declare that Afenyo Markin needs to leave his position until the Attorney General takes the case to court and court clears Afenyo Markin off this accusation. Because if none of you is able to tell Afenyo Markin in the face on your campaign trail, then none of you dogs deserve to lead Ghana. Because you people are now campaigning to be the leaders of the NPP. And if today, this particular party, which you want to lead, you have all your MPs leader assaulting a police officer, and you are not able to come out boldly to criticize and to make sure this person, out of the love and respect you have for the Ghana Police Service, is reprimanded, cautioned, or told to step aside as the leader of the MPPs in Parliament, then you fools should never stand or mount any platform to tell Ghanaians to vote for you. Kennedy Japan, Mahamudu Bawumia, Brian Champon, Kobene Japan, and Educhum Kentry. You 5, I want to see the integrity you have. Prove to me I'm going to prove to Ghanaians you cannot lead Ghana. You people, none of you will be bold enough to make an emphatic statement that Afenyo Markin should step away from Parliament. He should step away from the leadership of Parliament and allow the Attorney General to conclude. Allow the Attorney General to go to court and then court to conclude this case before he can call himself a member of Parliament leading the NPP. If none of you is able to do that, and you are not supposed to tell us your campaign to come and lead Ghana, because I am very sure that every single place you people go to, you have Ghana Police Service personnel following you. And I know, Bawumia, there's a policeman who is your bodyguard. The government has given you a policeman to protect you, your wife, those your children and yourself. They have left their children at home. Police for the jamoma and your yiri fear. And I wonder what you know. More than them, the police leader bontrina or bomb ho bang. And then Obi are attacking a party member, an MPP member are attacking a police near you. Bawumia cannot speak that NPP member should be reprimanded, especially when he's a member of Parliament and the leader of the MPP in Parliament. It shows that there's no leadership in you people. You are not leaders, you are animals. Because today, we all know that Afenyo Markin has a criminal case hanging around his neck. Me catch the Ghana for say, Efutu PDD, we Jimmy you. Me catch them from Tete. Me catch them Debia say Afenyo Markin is a fool. From the day I did a scandal on him, defending a pedophile, going to take somebody's wife, and then calling the person to threaten the person's life, and sending thugs to a 2 or 3 year old kid, their school, to go and kidnap them. That day, na me catch them say Afenyo Markin we Jimmy. And I told him from war winning bani nyina say sa kwasiam panyin amososo ne so no, it will come back to bite you. Where we are on hene e wo winni ba o hye Afenyo Markin hene no. Fa sa nyansa na o de hye ne hene no, eyi sa osa hene ni free no so, because sa osa hene na mo de amano no oye kromfo. He's a criminal who is assaulting police officers in Accra. Unless mo ahemfo na mo winni ba no, mo so mo ya kromfo to Afenyo Markin. We expect you, the chiefs at Winneba, to also carry some integrity. Because you are supposed to set as an example. Somebody ahindi any title ama Afenyo Markin say oyo sahene na ende nipa na mo friend osahene no ni case that Attorney General table, so a criminal case than so. Why are you people allowing this guy to carry himself ewo efutu say oyo sahene? unless mo ahemfo na mo ye no hene no mo so me akromfo enti wini ba mahene mo sa efutuo na mo see sa kwa we osahene no you need to make sure you take the title off until court will clear this criminal Afenyo Markin. And I've been speaking on this guy for months and years. Mekachemu say, Afenyo Markin is one crazy guy. Only integrity biya. Are we going to look on? I am talking to Winnie Bamahine. Mo amode sa osahine ne ma no. Mo mukodi ohene wo Winnie Bana and the musumo ye ahemfo no. Senka mo criminal case da ho anka ho nka besi mo hene. Abosom na motete omoso na mugugu nsa no. So mudi ne kura kira abosom na o kira no pa mo be fere afre Afenyo Markin afre Winnie Bakro nyina se osahene ya age for now. Criminal case da wo so no ma court ni wunwie ye wie na so hu so a sa be fa osahene no unless se mo ahemfo no a mugu Winnie Bana mo share ne se osahene no mo ya kromfo unless you are criminals. And from Monday, me the munyina mo pictures beba or man hine no or hima no or di mo ho nyina mo winiba ahemfo no then I'll let the world know say mo and mo entertaining criminality obi attacking police officer investigations abaso ya da come attorney general mo tete what mo show so say or your sahene you people are the one condoning criminality murders killings in Ghana because right now Afenyo Markin we're paving the way for people to attack police officers. You know, when Afenyo Markin was doing all these things, Tokonu was still the CJ. He didn't care. When Afenyo Markin was attacking police officers, assaulting police officers, Tokonu was still the CJ. So he thought that that was his intentions. Because for a long time. But this time, we are not going to let it slide. I don't care when the Attorney General wants to prosecute. I don't care. That's not my job. But my job now is to make sure that we don't allow criminals like Afenyo Markin, police who conclude say, while assaulting police officer to be sitting in parliament and acting as if say, or you're somebody or credibility, integrity, or say, or not even Bafuboni in Chief Justice Bafuboni in catch and say, I want to vet you. No. We should not allow Ghana to go that low. We should not allow. Into this guy, we all should understand the MPP as a political party from the national executives. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, J.A. Kufuor, Hakmalo Usu Ajiman, Mark Okwe, Sam Penifo, you have seen this. Mon Penifo, Sophia Ekufu. Sophia Kufu, you have seen this. Sophia Kufu, recently, I saw you, I heard you say, where is it? Mr. P, I had it somewhere. Recently, I heard you, Sophia Kufu, say that judicial appointment lack transparency, leaves much to be desired. Right now, you have a problem how we appoint judges in Ghana. Then it means that you, Krampono, when J.J. Rawlings appointed you, he made a big mistake because he did not follow due process. It was because J.J. Rawlings was dating your mother or your sister. That is why you got that appointment as the CJ. Anamebwa. That is why you are telling us to say, for all these years you were the Chief Justice and all these years you have retired, you never saw anything wrong with the appointment of the CJ, your appointment of the judges, because Tokonu committed a crime and you believe, say, because Tokonu is your friend, we still have to put Tokonu there as a CJ. So today, you want to paint everybody who is appointed to the court as illegally and as not following the right procedure. You are a very selfish old woman. Suddenly, you have a problem with the appointment of judges in Ghana. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Kwasi, how many judges did you appoint in Ghana? Did you have a problem with it? You are the people, sometimes we pray to God that he should make space in Ghana for the young ones to grow. You are some of the people. I didn't say, you in Penifodi, you better address them quietly. You speak as if you say Ghana, you're more dear. When did you come on retirement? You were the CJ when Charlotte Osei was basically kicked out of office. From the document that came into our possession, you even knew, you orchestrated the whole thing with the Kufuado. This stupid boy now, Oti Wuntumino. I have an audio here. Boy now, Oti Wuntumino. Your friend is saying, Saboy Yakujo Ponkruma Haino. He is the one who went to Ayariga and appointed to go tell him, say, you, Sofa Yakufu, one Yakufu and orchestrate the second of Charlotte Osei. Uba retirement, what if you are with the problem? Ekufuado betnas to 88 di nkwasiasem appointing nipa 1000 Echo Supreme Court, High Court, Appeals Court. Baby, we unyansa and can't say the appointment of the judiciary, no, of the judges, no, it is opaque. Suddenly, whoa, you are telling us say, and the judges, the court, Supreme Court, Appeals Court, High Court, the appointment, you know, it lacks what we call transparency. You are a witch. You are a witch. You will be for. You are a witch. You will be for fita. We be for flat. We need brad here. What time my JJ Rollins appointed? What was the credential? Your credentials, Wayne. And yet some favors because JJ Rollins appointed. And yet because JJ was dating your mother or something, that's why you are your sister or something. That's why you are appointed. What don't you think? You don't think we know? We all know. How did you get to the Supreme Court? How did you get to the Supreme Court at that your age? It was because JJ Rollins was having an affair with somebody who was related to you. That is how you made it to the Supreme Court. That is your resume. Shut up. Right now, there suddenly you have a problem with the way judges are appointed in Ghana. Mona must say Ghana. You people sat here and allowed Tokonu. We were in this country when Tokonu told us that if you have a Ghana passport, you have a passport, you cannot refer yourself or see yourself as a Ghanaian. Foolish people like you all sat in Ghana. You didn't say anything. Because a president. At a point, we didn't even know who was Ghanaian and who wasn't. At a point in our lives, we didn't know who was Ghanaian and who isn't Ghanaian. We sat in Ghana and these fools run the country like we are mad dogs. Today, suddenly, you have a problem with how judges are appointed in Ghana. You are a witch. You are a witch. Yes, we are before. Mona must say Ghana no. We are before koko. We are before. Now what the Council of State so. And I started a lot of say processes no. The Council of State, you people received the same thing. President receiving here. You were part of the Council of State. I'm making decisions. Say they have established something against Tokonu, and that the process should go on. We are now done on a witness for Tokonu. You are a witch. We are before. We are before. We are flat. We need bradie. We are hypocrites. On kanu kre. Onyankopon wasro. He will judge you. You are a hypocrite. And the sense of entitlement. I don't know. Ghana no. Onye sa okabro for nim nyansa. Na ohini mu bon. Onye sa okasa obi ankoda. Na dey na ma obey Supreme Court judge. Katre. And I'm just saying terminal report. You think we don't know your terminal report? It was because of JJ's affair. And I'm Albania Supreme Court to Rye. And I abwa. And then you sit in Ghana and make it look like say, oh, you're both free heaven here, do buy. Now we jet chow to ya say a KJ chow to and come to mother. Who the BP be? Shut up and sit somewhere, madam. Everything is fine. When there's no problem, we don't call Jesus. Right now, we are not calling Jesus because we don't have any problem. Problem, the banner we will solve it. I pay for. And then Friday. When you look at Afenyo Markin's body language, a criminal. He's standing in Parliament. Monday vetting of Chief Justice nominee Paul Bafuboni will not happen. A criminal. A criminal whose docket is sitting on the Attorney General's desk is standing in Parliament, exhibiting the tendencies of a potential jailbird. How did we get here? Now, Ushe and Kwasi Adibi Ojina Parliament here. They are not going to allow you, Afenyo Markin, a criminal like you want to vet a white, clean man like Bafu Bonnie. You Afenyo Markin. Now go and listen to this guy, Afenyo Markin, a criminal.
According to the majority leader, there is going to be vetting. And the chief whip attempted to arrogate the full powers of this house to himself, as if we are dealing with a one-man power, show of power in this country, by saying it will happen, it will happen. We are not into blows. We are here to argue law and for you to determine. So this kind of attack that it will happen, we argue for posterity. Democracy and practice is for posterity. So they should take it easy. Mr. Speaker, let me draw your attention to detailed provisions in our orders. First, Order 2172 on the sub judice rule, Order 103F and 123.1, and on the Speaker's control of the business of the House, guided by Order 2164. Mr. Speaker, none of these expressly contemplate the coexistence of an active constitutional dispute over legality of vacancy. The vetting that is being announced seeks to fail. We have a situation at hand. One is procedure under Order 217 that empowers the appointment committee to consider a nomination when existence of the vacancy itself is sub judice. Are we going to do that? That the appointment committee, knowing that there is a sub judice matter, will still proceed to consider the vetting, whereas the Constitution itself contemplates that the office of Chief Justice will never be vacant. That is why even when the woman was originally suspended, there was an acting Chief Justice. So there should be no hurry. Nobody should contemplate that Parliament is somewhat stopped. That seat is not vacant. However, proceeding to vet a new person to fill that office will be rendering the application of Justice Gertrude Esabatokonu otious. According to the majority leader, there is going to be vetting. And the chief whip attempted to arrogate the full powers of this house to himself, as if we are dealing with a one-man power, show of power in this country.
Is it a fooling? This is the kind of fooling that Bagbin has been entertaining for all these years. It is Bagbin who has created this nonsense. Oh. It is the Speaker of Parliament. He has been entertaining this nonsense after this boy disrespected him and embarrassed him around the world for us, all of us to see. He is the one entertaining this foolish boy. It's Bagbin. And I'm very sure that maybe this boy has something on Bagbin. Yeah, that is why this boy is fooling. He stands in Parliament and tells us that the law that has gone through, the law that we have allowed, the Constitution that we have allowed to operate, the laws that are supposed to be effected. At the end of the day, all these laws, nobody in Ghana has been able to mount any stage to say the president flouted any law. The Constitution was followed. Every single detail that we had to follow to make sure that Tokonu gets fair hearing was followed. How can this criminal today get up and tell us that he and his piglets, they don't understand? They are not going to allow Bafu Bonnie to be vetted to become the Chief Justice of Ghana. How? And you see, he is quoting some useless things to make people think that he has some point. Oh, really? He was quoting the acts. He was quoting the Constitution. He was so quick to quote the Constitution and to quote standing orders and some things to make his case. Oh, really? Now, if it's the Constitution that we are talking about, Now, when you read the Constitution of Ghana on what we call When you read the Constitution of Ghana, I'm trying to get you something, maybe. Two, I want to show you something. You see, Afenyo Markin was quoting, right? All right. Now, let us look at the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. What the Constitution says when somebody attacks. The legal consequences. When a member of parliament, when somebody attacks a public servant, when somebody attacks a police officer. He was in parliament quoting the Constitution. I am also quoting the same criminal Constitution inside the same quote. I'm quoting the same thing in the same Constitution, and I'm quoting the Criminal Act in the Constitution because he was basing his argument on the Constitution. Now, the same Constitution, it says that Afenyo Markin, he still faces criminal liability under Act 29, Section 205 to 207, assault on a public officer. That is what the Constitution says. Because he was quoting the Constitution in Parliament, making noise, I am using the same Constitution he's quoting to prove that he needs to be in jail. He's not even supposed to be standing in Parliament quoting constitutions to defend Tokonu. Because if you know the Constitution, I think Tokonu would know the Constitution more than you because Tokonu's job was to interpret the Constitution. So you don't know the Constitution more than Tokonu. And if Tokonu knows the Constitution than you, why didn't Tokonu use the Constitution to defend herself? But instead, because you are a criminal who has assaulted a public officer, I am going to read the same Constitution, the same Criminal Act, the same act that is supposed to take you to jail. Now see, when you read a Criminal Libel Act, Act 29, Section 205-207, assault on a public officer, the maximum penalty remains 3 years imprisonment or a fine if convicted. So, Afenyo Markin, the act there, the Criminal Liability Act, the Act 29, it clearly says that you have to stand trial. You might have to be jailed for 3 years if you are found guilty. If you are not jailed, you could be fined. So you need to go before the courts and defend yourself. The same Constitution that you are quoting now, also yenjina so na yamfan stop it bafu boni edien ne vetino. Ye jina the same Constitution so I catch you say wo uko jina court. Ne ye di wasem to say criminal wa attack edien a public officer because you have attacked a police officer. The police, they have done their investigations. They came to that conclusion that you are a criminal. You have attacked a public officer. If somebody attacks you, this same act will apply. So if you have attacked a police officer who is a public official, the same act, Act 29, it needs to be applied. And the maximum penalty, you have to go in for 3 years or you have to be fined when you are found guilty in any court in Ghana. So you don't have any moral right to even discuss that you are not going to agree for Parliament to vet Mr. Bafuboni. You are a criminal. Now, this is the legal consequences. Now, if you want us to also look at, the professional consequences. These are the professional consequences of your action. And I'm talking about your criminal assault case. I want you to know the consequences in what you have done. The investigation sitting on the desk of the Attorney General. Now, this is the professional consequences as a lawyer. Attacking a public officer or a police officer. These are the professional consequences as a lawyer. Now, the General Legal Counsel, GLC, can initiate a disciplinary hearing for misconduct. The General Legal Counsel can start a disciplinary hearing for misconduct because you are a lawyer and you have attacked a police officer. So the GLC can also be petitioned. Now, possible outcomes include 1, suspension from legal practice. They can take your license from you, Afenyo Markin, a criminal who has assaulted a police officer. 2, they call something disbarment. They can do what? Strike your name out. You can never practice in Ghana. 1, you can be suspended, and 2, your name can be taken out. You can no more call yourself a lawyer in Ghana from your actions. 3, official reprimand or caution for conduct bringing the profession into disrepute. So, professionally, you have to be taken on. A lawyer can petition, or any Ghanaian can petition the General Legal Council for them to take these actions against you, because the fact has been established. You assaulted a public officer, and the Attorney General has your docket now on his desk. So tomorrow, I can petition the GLC and tell them that they should initiate. I will use the docket, that information, give it to GLC and tell them to sit on this matter, because I want them to get to the bottom of it. And the GLC are going to look into the matter, look at the details, ask you questions, and come out with their conclusion. So tomorrow or Monday, a Ghanaian can petition the GLC, and you are either going to be suspended, disbarred, or you at the end of the day, you cannot call yourself a lawyer in Ghana. You are Afenyo Markin, you are done. Now, apart from what will hit you professionally, right? Let me show you Parliament 2. What can be done to you? You are walking in Ghana and screaming, "Out of town or Parliament." Broni would suit to be a permanent Vietnam, but you know, I can't quasi asem. Now, parliamentary consequences. Parliament, this is the action that can be taken against you. If Alban Bagbin is credible and he's going to be honest with himself and he's going to be honest to Ghanaians, he will take action against you on Monday. Now, parliamentary consequences. Parliament's Privileges Committee may summon you or him for behavior unbecoming of an MP and minority leader. So Parliament, the Privileges Committee can sit and summon you, say, come. We have also gotten the docket. The police have established that you assaulted a police officer. The witnesses are senior police officers. Now this docket is sitting on the desk of the Attorney General. We don't need to wait for the Attorney General to make our conclusion. Now you need to answer these questions. 2, a public reprimand or censure recorded in the Hansard. The public, what they can do is they can publicly come out and do what? And let the world know that you are a criminal. Then they will record it in Parliament records that you, Afenyo Markin, as a member of Ghana's Parliament, you attacked a police officer. 3, suspension from sitting for a defined period. Privileges Committee can take you out of Parliament and say, sit home until the Attorney General calls the case in Parliament. Attorney General calls the case in court. For court to finish listening to the case and coming out with their final judgment, you cannot carry yourself as the leader of the NPP in Parliament. So Privileges Committee can tell you, stay home. So you can lose your license, you can be kicked out of Parliament. Now, the third one, a call for him to apologize to the police and Parliament. You will have to publicly come out naked with your dick standing on. Also, down utrum and no quarter daso. Now, be pagana chow. Now, pa Parliament chow. Our national TV. So these are things they can instruct you to do. Or dying. You are saying you don't want Bafu Bonny to be what? To be vetted. Who the hell are you? A criminal like you, Afenyo Markin. Now, let me show you what again can happen to you. You want to talk. Let me show you political consequences. And you see, political consequences. 1, since he leads the NPP, since you lead the opposition, internal party discipline could also apply. Say NPP normally munyansa party papa. They can also start applying party their sanctions. 1, what can they do? The NPP National Executive Committee may issue a formal caution or reprimand. The NPP paid for the party so mun Jimmy ya. Now some more to their making now who the Attorney General kana. They need to regroup tomorrow morning and start looking for punishment for you. Say party now with the so mun yankwasiafua. Say leadership of the party, say council of elders of the party, so mun yankwasiafua. Now some person mo check Ghana for say party way is a party of people who believe that they need to be disciplined, who believe that they need to adhere to the rules and regulations of this land, who believe that the police should not be attacked. Some penifo mu party nim so omo nyankwasiafo a they will meet tomorrow morning to come up with what we call a caution against you. 2, in a serious case, they could review his leadership role or demand a public apology to protect the party's image. Into party no so omo nyankwasiafo a Bawumia, Kennedy, Brandy Champon, Aya Country, and Kobre Japan, they will all advocate that you step away and apologize to Ghanaians. They will do that. So Bawumia nyewi, sa na yiri Samira nyewi, sa Kennedy nyewi, sa Kennedy ne yiri omo nyewi fo, sa Kobre Japan nyewi, sa Brandy Champon ne yiri nyewi fo, sa Country nyewi, na so omo yankofo mo kanokra, or Chanopa, they will all issue a statement and say that Afenyo Markin, from what Attorney General said, it would be good for you to step away from the party and allow the Attorney General to finish with court before you can call yourself a leader of the NPP minority. Says Ankwasiafo mbeso mu di party nim no so omo nye wifo no omo nye jimifo a anka nadwi anka say after Attorney General kasa no na anka so release a statement. But why are they all quiet? Omo nya Ankwasiafo because this is what they believe in, that their party should kill, attack police, and that will make them relevant. Persistent controversy could weaken his position as minority leader and affect caucus confidence. Say MPs 87 or say 86 number parliament, you know. So they will all come out and say, leader, we beg you. From what we are seeing, it's a Ghana for say wabu police ni. It's a police for some investigations. You senior police officer momu nyina be witness say ampa ubo police ni. And the menoka say a case in the Attorney General at the table, so any day be able to make jail. So please take a step back and let somebody play this role. Actually, 86 no omo yankwasiafo omo jimi, and I know they are not going to do it. I know the MPP. So metinana meka MPP for yankwasiafo. This is the reason. Andra, they did a press conference. What was the press conference about? The press conference was about, yes, say, NPP, NDC, MPB, Assembly Kwesi, and a General Secretary, Nekatri Mebutu se kotre shwa. And the Ghanaians, the MTT, we know, and the Mahama, and the NDC, MP, and the Naimos, Nkwasiafo do press conference. General Secretary, Nekatri a continue se kotre shwa no. Monkanjen se ome press conference. I was sad who say Attorney General say Afenyo Markin is a criminal. The assault case is sitting on his table. Pentium 2, JFK Kwasiampenyi. Ya pese MPP executives no. Mo General Secretary na ne katra mebutu se kotra shwa no. And Ghanaians, and we know that we see John Mahama and the MT, FCC, and Manimos, and we want you to change, and we want Kwasia. But the same thing. We are waiting for a press conference. Okay, to me to say kotra shwa. Oh, kotra shwa da. San Kwasia for to Ghana. Amon pesem brand bekoso. When a member of parliament is accused of assault, parliament cannot shield them. Do you know that? When a member of parliament, and then Alban Bagbin catcher now say he is going to hand over the NDC MP to the police, because when a politician or a parliamentarian is accused of assault, parliament cannot shield that person. They need to release him. So it is easy. When you are accused of assault, what happens is that speaker needs to be formally informed. When speaker is informed, privileges committee are supposed to be summoned. They need to sit on the case and deal with that member of parliament. Why are we sitting here? Why are we sitting here and Afenyo Markin standing in parliament talking shit that he is not going to allow for us to vet Bafuboni? Who the hell is this criminal? Why are we allowing this nonsense to happen in Ghana? Why are we allowing this fool to be jumping around and fooling himself whilst he has committed a crime, one of the biggest crimes on the land, criminal crime, assaulting a police officer? Sa Bonia so ewo Ghana assassin so no Afenyo Markin a committee. Why is this fool walking around? A police officer should not be protecting Afenyo Markin tonight. Because Afenyo Markin can attack that police officer and maybe he can end up killing the police officer because he's known for doing that. There's an assault case on the guy. Why have we allowed a police officer? Yeja police officer because the same police officer Ninuya and Afenyo Markin attack it. So Afenyo Markin can call people to kill that police officer and tell Ghana that he knows nothing about it. Because when he went to the police, he told them that the police officer attacked him. But when they went to check the CCTV, they did not see any attack on Afenyo Markin. It means that this guy can kill his own police officer who is protecting him and tell us Ghanaians that he had traveled. So when he traveled, he didn't know what was happening behind him. The guy is a pathological, habitual liar. Afenyo Markin should not be given any room in Ghana to speak in parliament or anywhere. No credibility whatsoever. He's a Bangladesh. And then Friday.
And now you're Friday. This is a better sweet marvelous food to just say me who the America dynamic what Friday. And now you're Friday. This is a better sweet marvelous food to just say me who the America dynamic what Friday. And now you're Friday. This is a better sweet marvelous food to just say me who the America dynamic what Friday. And now you're Friday. This is a better sweet marvelous food to just say me who the America dynamic what Friday. And now you're Friday. This is a better sweet marvelous food to just say me who the America dynamic what Friday. And now you're Friday. This is a better sweet marvelous food to just say me who the America dynamic what Friday.
So, removing Afenyo Markin from parliament, I don't care. Whatever they want to do in parliament, I don't care. All that I care about is that he has committed a crime. Right now, as I speak, this guy is a criminal. His docket is sitting on the desk of the Attorney General. So we need to treat him as a criminal. Afenyo Kebiano, Enise Obia pay attention to him. I expect the leadership of the NDC in Parliament on Monday morning to release a statement Sunday night to tell Ghanaians that they will be happy if Afenyo Markin stays away from the vetting because of his criminal case on the desk of the Attorney General, and that they wouldn't want Afenyo Markin to be questioning Mr. Bonny because he has a criminal baggage. And I expect the majority leader to release this statement on Sunday. That on Monday, you don't expect, or he should not. You, the majority, insist he stays away from the vetting because he's carrying a criminal baggage. Simple. If Ayariga fails to do this, then you, Ayariga. Alban Bagbin, you have that habit of protecting criminals in parliament. Because if you don't, you wouldn't even allow Afenyo Markin to even come back and stand in front of you and call himself a minority leader. This same guy stood before you and bullshit you and said he's walking out of parliament. You could not say thing. He said fuck you and walked away on you. We all saw it. The same people you are calling us foolish boys who are insulting, the same people you are disrespecting, we are the same people who did a dirty job to make you get to where you are. You will not forget. And I'll keep this video to remind you, because I feel that Alban Bagbin, you have allowed the nonsense to go on for too long.
I never stated it was thrown by you at any person.
Mr. Speaker, you said I allegedly said some bailiffs. No. Mr. Speaker, then clarify. Mr. Speaker,
listen to me.
Mr. Speaker, listen.
Honorable Majority Leader, I don't want to proceed to make some orders. Please, resume your seat. I'm very serious about that.
Mr. Speaker,
please, resume your seat. member, your
coming events cast their shadows. We have parliament now, elect with the executive.
You see, the person who was encouraging him to fool, it was KT Hammond. You saw him. You see, these are foolish men. And Alban Bagbin has been entertaining his foolishness. Hey, Afenyo Markin, Jimmy O Jimmy Alban Bagbin, as so. Afenyo Markin, Jimmy O Jimmy. Hey, if this issue so be protecting Afenyo Markin in Parliament is Alban Bagbin. I'm telling you, he is the one doing that. It is Speaker of Parliament. Or no, so Afenyo Markin, so many Jimmy or Parliament. Mrs. Criminal case way, if somebody will protect Afenyo Markin, it will be Alban Bagbin. That is what he does. He is going to protect this criminal. And he has been doing this for years. He will come and read a long statement. Come and speak like we are all fools in Ghana. You know me, I don't take this since I started in 1932. And this man was here, and my third term, and my second term. That is what he will do. He has all the knowledge about everything. Okay, say in Chiribi Mienu, Alban Bagbin has idea about it. Hey, Parliament ha, Tokro da ha, Yewuse Kurebi dam ha, Alban Bagbin has an idea about it. So Pia Bontine, now can say paintine wawai, now ominim there is so toy Alban Bagbin has an idea. But when it comes to telling these people that they have committed a crime, they should not do this. He needs to send somebody out. We were sitting here, Alban Bagbin entertained Carlos Ahenkra. After Carlos Ahenkra snatched a ballot box in Parliament, Alban Bagbin came to read 10 pages and later told him to sit there. The person who has been encouraging nonsense in Parliament, criminality, is Alban Bagbin. Because if Alban Bagbin has integrity and he wants me to trust him that he has integrity, on Monday or whenever they sit, he is going to tell this guy that I have received this document from Attorney General's office that you are under criminal investigations. I am sorry, you cannot stand before me. Please vacate your seat. We cannot listen to you as the leader of the minority. But Alban Bagbin will come on Monday or Tuesday and you will see what he will do. He will come and defend Afenyo Markin. This is a disgrace. It makes Ghana look shitty. Now, Mommy and Queen. Oh my God. I will try some from home. Oh, sir, recently, today is Friday, and mechiachia. Mamwo, meremwa de dokuna onchiwe. Eh. Alban Bagbin there. We are watching you. I love you. I like you. Usuba be a very, very dicey. You, Alban. Now, say also be a parliament. He's not going to open parliament. That I'm Ghana, and I'm so serious. And saying so also be a parliament. I'm not going to open parliament. Giddy, na any points. I was in Ghana that time. You say you are not going to open. I was in Ghana that week. I came around your home. I'm not going to open parliament. Michelle Salam here. Antics the Oya Dio. Oya antics. Oh, dear antics here. Number one, Ghana. I will see how you treat this matter. I'm waiting. Father. Odonti, father. And I love your wife so much. A very honorable woman. Quiet woman. A very straightforward, patriotic woman. Who even at a point where no biajin say want to be a speaker or diwechi ebo hoban. I love your wife so much. No homo, no personality. But I want you to prove something to your wife that you are a man. And that you will not step out of the house pretending to be a man for these young boys to drag you in the mud. How do you feel when you go back home? How does it make you feel after these kids disrespect you in parliament? Speaker, oh, speaker. Father, oh, father. Not, hey, don't stop it. Father, oh. No, so Father, oh, father, when I come to Ghana, I'll come and visit you. You know, I love you and I know you love me too. Father, oh, father. The day you see me, say you Kevin Taylor, you are saying some things against me. I will make sure I'm number 4. I'm number 3. I will let them jail you. Father, don't jail me. Father, don't let them put me in jail. Father, I love you. Father, do the right thing so that your beloved son, Kevin Taylor, I will leave you alone. Father, this one, if you don't do the right thing, Father, me and you. Father, oh, Father. Father, oh, you come and speak English, long English, and tough for the bro for thing. Yes, I didn't know and you know my brothers, when I was growing up, where I grew up, there was no water. We know there was no water where you grew up. And you know, life was difficult. After scholarship, we know. Just tell us the issue and stop the grammar. Father, I am a grammar no what. Father, oh, Father. Oh, Philip is so, or Pemasa brutal. But Otumika say, hey, boy, he's a very crazy boy. You people should talk to him. Father, don't talk to me. You are my father. Father, oh, Father, do what is right. Father, you have entertained nonsense in parliament too much. Cut that nonsense. Let them cut it short. Stop these boys. Instill some discipline in parliament. Speaker, oh, speaker. Father, my mom back home. Father, I wanted. Father,
the lives of the people of Agbogboloshi matter as much as the lives of the people of East Legon or cantonments. Enti yeba hano yebesi toilets amamo yebesi toilets in all yebesi 8-unit toilets, 4 8-unit toilets, 32 toilets in all among the people of Agbogboloshi. Sorry now, Oko toilet, we are obejari, yes, obejari. Sorry now.
Yo, Kevin, Taylor. Joe 5, pa. Kwa we good. Otimi kana kuko so asem ma ye mu binum yete hono ma na ye ni age because aya na you feel it. Some share your book for so many years. Sometimes aya na fa camera class wo beka ho asema bufuenti na wo ye afiri na wo gya aka no. Kevin Taylor timi to sansen no ta bombo no otimi to go straight ogeji one side no ato akọ straight pa. Yes, and this for one year because most of some NPP for you so especially Afenyo Markin Kevin de wakani na maybe the mini one me can you cry and go see but Kevin akani na most of Afenyo Markin so because a mistake enanka and this muna more position by now nka muntimi nkasa enka ma mi to koni enka by now to pampe enka we speak enka we useless. I'm telling you, even though he made you understand so he useless to the extent say assemble no and okudwane ko Supreme Court wombre ko parliament dinimre omuye omumbra omuno omuye mbra no mo dia eden ako interpret wo judicial honum the how can say kasem bana say asem ni nyanu baby ana Afenyo Markin dimrika ako Supreme Court the last guy no case ni semo kai Afenyo Markin dimrika ekọ no maame honum tukonu asem no ko na no pa ewia no mati committee enyumre no mo de judgment aba it is enkankofo we etienso a you see the kind of useless leadership. You see the kind of what can I say? Enka bufobi ebe shi akumu ano ko kan wi so nke nkosi. And Ghana for in their own wisdom say we are the court of public opinion. We will never allow this thing happen. Nti ene ɛdeɛn na Mahama Ayariga hwehwɛ anim a mo yi ɛdeɛn na speaker hwehwɛ anim a mo yi atofo so mo make sure sɛ mo yɛ mo nneɛma yie because man hwɛ yi na sɛ tumi no slip out from your hands and then you be ne kun ntwo yɛne mo nyinaa betwa mo chi ma I'm telling you Kevin Taylor economy so make and you know me say mega de me ban say you criticize me I don't have a spectacle for any political party me mahwehwɛ ni wa na hwɛ baabi a enti sɛ moyɛ nsɛmhunu modi nsɛmfo moyɛ nneɛmuhunu moyɛ namatantan na sɛ monhwɛ yie na sɛ power slip out from your fingers chai we can say chai kai hu yɛ mu binom yɛ true colors and now when you to me na momfa nyɛ adwuma mon serve the people mon work it accordingly no sɛ mo sɛ monyɛ na sɛ mobɛgyegye MPP fo yi so na mo ne mo bɛto nsa didi in one bowl at Forson only mubeton said in one bowl because of so I was downfall into women in a much show when the speaker at now no mean control Afenyo Markin dia yankasa na kakranka ya kotwaba almost NDC for a majority na mubehu kuruma ebe come one minyam come squeeze mu ye mo sobo so na twe because ye de ma mo ntimi amfa nyi bi papa. Trust me, me na mega. And you know, me, I don't support any political me Kevin Taylor no me just because the platform in them come me Kevin Taylor in a sense say in defending some I don't tolerate it. See I don't give a damn. Obi at the end of the day, I know NDC in obey my platform. My young people in obey my platform. I built it through my hard work. And the support of you guys. And you know, Sebi, mean you know, me from my new from because of MPP, because of NDC. For what? Yeah, can you gun any common gun in epe? And you were Kevin, I'm going to the moving the tower. Hey, chai, mega, me tie Kevin Akobabite the chitty say, you know, Upa Koshipu, your can name me for I give him thumbs up. I mean, she or more quatin what on tone corner being free. I won't go to be said be a Jimmy for singers or won't any be known for being a town because Ghana, yeah, built it, and we have you want a bold person like Kevin Taylor to speak out to the truth. What I say, it would be a mammy for we see. So, I crowd bye bye.